nothing my tavern patrons enjoy more than some beer-basted boar ribs. Only problem is, the local trapper who used to bring me supplies enlisted in the King's army to help with the war on the Alliance front. Maybe you can help me out. If you bring me 6 crag boar ribs and a Rhapsody malt from the tavern here, I'll give you the family recipe for my famous beer-basted boar ribs, not to mention a free sample, the secret's in the malt. Beldin Steel Grill owns the local mechanic shop and he's the best siege engine tech there is. But he's not forgiving to his tools. I swear he almost breaks more Arclight spanners than we can supply him with. We just filled his last order for tools. If you deliver it to him, I'm sure he'll make it worth the effort. His shop, Steel Grill's depot, is just northeast of Karanos. And it's a local haunt for veteran siege engine pilots, so keep your ears open for opportunities while you're there. I'm preparing to start a mission for the Siege Brigade. It's a long one, and I need to stock Jetsteam with a month's worth of supplies. So while Steel Grill is working on my tank, can you do some hunting for me? I'll need some fur for bedding, and boar meat for food. You can get meat from boars and fur from the bears. You can find them both in the snowfields south of the Grizzled Den. Driving a siege engine isn't for everyone. It takes an iron grip and nerves of steel. Lucky I have both. How about you? How's your metal? Want to prove it to me? Well, I'm looking to make my engine, troll plough, a little more cosy. Get me a heap of Wendigo mains from the Grizzled Den, west of Karanos. Those mains would make a great boat for troll ploughs inside deck. You have my tools. Well done, lad, well done. I just broke my last fang ratchet an hour ago, and I need one of those to finish repairs on Pilot Stonegear's siege engine. You did a good thing by lugging those tools here, adventurer. Here, take these coins for your help. Hegnar Rumbleshot sells guns off the road to Anvilmar. Riflemen and mortar teams spend a lot of time practicing out near his shop, and he's always needing fresh ammunition. But the last crate of ammo I sent him got lost along the way. My courier said he was camped near the Grizzled Den when Wendigo chased him away, and the fool left Rumbleshot's ammo behind. Adventurer, can you get that ammo and take it to Rumbleshot? He's been waiting on it, and I'm sure he's running low.
It's too far away.
The arcane only corrupts those who are weak. Keep up on your training or you may find a similar fate.
I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't loot that. I need to get closer. I'm out of range. I can't loot that. I don't have a target.
How are you? By Magni's beard, you sure did a lot of hunting. Thank you, adventurer. Read Joel Barley Brew experiments with his brews. Some of them taste good, some bad, and some, well, some will lay all but the stoutest dwarf flat. He lives at Brunol village, west of Karanos, and one of his drinks, Evershine, is what I want. It'll help keep me warm while I'm on the cold road. And the blessed stuff burns so hot I can throw it in Jetsteam's furnace for a burst of power. That little tactic has gotten me out of more than one tight spot. Ah, yes, these mains will work great. You show a lot of grit, adventurer. I wager we'll see great things from you.
I've the finest wares in the land. Be good.
Well, fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
Hello!
The malt is brewed, the boars are dead. Before all is done and anything said, we will have to fight for first dibs on these savoury beer-basted boar ribs. I'm behind on my report and could use your help, adventurer. I just managed to find where the trolls are holed up, but I saw so many trolls, I was afraid to go in. Here's what I need. Go down to the cave, poke around inside, kill a few of the trolls, then come back here. Take the road north out of Karanos. When you get to the bridge, follow the frozen river west until you reach Iceflow Lake. You'll find Brunol village on the west bank. The hold is southwest of the village.
What can I...
Hegnar Rumbleshot at your service! Great, more ammo! Old Lost Law's shipment finally came through! The ammo might be late, but just like my granddaddy used to tell me, late's better than never. Thank you much, adventurer! I already have buyers eager for this stuff!
Upon further analysis of the Gnomerigan situation, it would appear as though we not only failed to eradicate the Trogs, but we also happened to turn most of the Gnomish race into horrific, mindless, evil-doing leper gnomes. Ozzy and I plan to reverse the horrible leper effect with our latest invention, the Recombobulator. The machine is almost complete, but we are in dire need of some restabilization cogs and gyromechanic gears. Retrieve some from the leper gnomes out front of Gnomerigan for us.
craftsmanship on this or any other continent in the world, then you've come to the right place. Grim and Elmore, at your service. The Stormpikes are a respected dwarven clan and are well known for their fine and discerning tastes, so it's no wonder that Gringer Stormpike, a mountaineer of Ironforge, commissioned me to craft him a weapon. The weapon is finished, but Mountaineer Stormpike is far away, in distant Loch Modan. If you plan on travelling to the north, can you deliver this package to him? My last message from Mountaineer Stormpike said he's stationed at the Northern Guard Tower in Loch Modan.
You need... I'm sorry, I'm a bit busy right now making horseshoes for Werner Osgood in Lakeshire. There's a dwarven weaponsmith in Stormwind, Grimond Elmore, who sent word that he needs help with a delivery. I believe he wants a package sent to his homeland in the north. You have a sturdy pair on you, so if you're interested in some legwork, then speak with Grimond. We could use you down here, but we must also keep our ties strong with the dwarves. You can find Grimond Elmore at the weapon shop in the Dwarven district of Stormwind in the northeast section of town. The mine in Northshire isn't the only one with problems. I have reports that the Fargo Deep mine in Elwyn has also become a haven for kobolds. Explore the mine and confirm these reports, then return to me. The mine is almost due south of Goldshire, between the Stonefield and McClure homesteads. Hello, good sir. Do you have a moment? My brother and I run an apothecary in Stormwind, and I'm here to gather large candles for their wax. Can you help me? You can get large candles from kobolds, and I hear rumors that kobolds are infesting the Elwyn mines, the Fargo Deep mine to the south, and Jasper Lode mine to the east. I suggest looking for candles in one of those places.
Adventurer, there's a new threat in Elwyn Forest. Murlocs are swimming up the streams of eastern Elwyn, scaring away fish and attacking gentlefolk. I warned Marshal Dugan, but he's more worried about the gnolls and the bandits. He's not convinced that the Murlocs are a danger. Please, adventurer, speak to Dugan and persuade him to send more troops to the east.
The kobolds in these parts sometimes carry gold dust on them. I could really use the stuff. Bring me a load of it, and I'll give you the best price in town. Best price in town. You can find kobolds in the Fargo Deep mine to the south, and around the Jasper Lode mine to the northeast. Yes, I spoke with Remy. I respect him as a merchant, though all reports of Murlocs to the east have been sketchy at best. Their concerns are noted, but unless I receive a military report of a Murloc threat, we can't afford to send more troops east. If you are concerned that the rumors of Murlocs are true, then do this. Travel to the eastern Elwyn Bridge and speak with Guard Thomas. He has been stationed at the bridge for the past week and will know the state of the area. Bring me his report.
Oh, I'm cursed. My heart belongs to Tommy Joe Stonefield, but our families are bitter enemies. So I can't see him, even though my eyes ache to gaze upon that handsome face. Please take this letter and give it to Tommy Joe. He's usually at the river to the west of the Stonefield farm, which is due west of here. The Brackwells have a prize-winning pig, Princess. The sow is huge, and she got that way from sneaking over here and eating my veggies. So before she comes to our fields, Princess must die. Bring me her collar as proof of the deed, and I'll give you something for your time. Princess is usually over at the Brackwell pumpkin patch, to the east and beyond the McClure farm. Get her before she gets hungry and comes back here. I lost my necklace and think that gutter snipe Billy McClure took it. He's usually scuttling like a rat around the McClure vineyards east of here. Get my necklace back for me and you'll warm an old widow's heart.
I can't stand us being apart. I have to see her. Please, adventurer, talk with my grandma. If anyone can find a way to bring me together with Maybelle, she can. She's inside our house east of here.
Need help? While our families are feuding, Tommy Joe and Maybelle don't have much of a future, but maybe we can get them together for just a little while. What can we do? I bet William Pessel has a potion to unite our two young lovers. Here, take this note to William. He's staying at the Lion's Pride Inn in Goldshire.
It's too far away.
You need something? Though this wild boar meat is tough, Simmer it enough and it sure does make for some tasty pie. Here you go, and when you give this pie to that Billy, you tell him I hope he chokes on it.
Hey there.
Oh, you found it. Thank you, dear. Here, take this. It was my husband's, and he always said it was lucky. If only he didn't forget it on his last campaign. Asterisk sniff asterisk.
What can I do for you? Thanks for the dust, adventurer. Here's your cash, and here is a token from associates of mine. You might find it useful. Useful? This is bad news. What's next, dragons? We'll have to increase our patrols near that mine. Thanks for your efforts, adventurer. And hold a moment. I might have another task for you. Thanks to you, we know the Fargo Deep Mine is infested with kobolds. Now we need a scout to investigate the more distant Jasper Lode mine. Explore Jasper Lode and confirm any kobold presence. To reach the mine, travel east along the road until you reach the Tower of Azora. From the tower, head north and you'll find the mine in the foothills. Looks to me you've seen quite a bit of combat in your time, adventurer. If you haven't already, you should report to Gryan Stoutmantle. He heads up the People's Militia aimed at protecting the farmlands of Westfall. I bet he could use your help. You can usually find him in the stone tower on Sentinel Hill just off the road in the middle of Westfall. You were busy hunting kobolds, were you? Thanks for the candles, adventurer, and here's your reward. My brother Morgan is waiting in Stormwind for my shipment of candles. I don't have enough time to make the trip myself, but if you'd like to take him the shipment, he'll pay you well. I've packed up the candles, and you can find Morgan in our shop, Pessel's Apothecary, in the Stormwind Trade District. My heart goes out to those two poor souls, Maybelle and Tommy Joe. I remember being young and in love once. There must be something I can do to help them. Let me think. I can make an invisibility liquor for Maybelle so she can slip away from the McClure Vineyards and go to Tommy Joe. But to make the liquor, I need some crystal kelp. Although the kelp usually grows in the ocean, sometimes Murlocs collect it. See if the Murlocs near Crystal Lake have any. Crystal Lake is just east of Goldshire. Isn't that how it always works? Was looking for you all day and couldn't find you. Now when I'm not expecting it, you come and walk right up to me. I've wasted enough time trying to find you, so I won't delay you any longer. Master Gakin summoned you for additional training. Seems to me you should seek him out as soon as possible. You'll find him in the basement of the Slaughtered Lamb Tavern. By the way, you might want to keep that particular location quiet. Don't want word spreading about it.
need to get closer.
I can teach you fishing skills.
See you around.
Hello. See you around.
Hello.
You got them. Good show. Now just one moment while I concoct the potion. Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybelle. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe. For the Alliance. Take this invisibility liquor to young Maybelle. It should last long enough for her to visit Tommy Joe.
good day to you.
Oh, my. I feel guilty deceiving my family, but my feelings for Tommy Joe are too strong to ignore. Thank you, adventurer. I'll drink this liquor as soon as I have the chance and sneak away to my love. And for you, please take this.
Hey there. Here is your payment. And while you're here, take a look around. I'm sure we have a potion or other trinket you'd find useful.
Safe travels.
King's Honor. These great beasts know paths that you can't find on foot. They'll get you there fast and maybe show you something new at the same time.
How are ye?
Bellow Fizz needs some of my Evershine. Alright. I have a cask of Evershine handy, but... Can you do me a favour? Brunel Village could use a hand against the wild animals that wander the nearby snows. Sometimes they wander close. We're not afraid of these bears and cats and boars. No self-respecting dwarf would be. But if you can take care of those animals for us, then we'd have more time for our crafting and brewing. I'm on a quest to make the perfect stout. I know I can do it. Brewing's in my blood. I just need to find the right recipe. The Frostmane trolls grow a plant, shimmerweed, high up in the hills to the east. They use it in their strange tribal rituals. We dwarves haven't found much use for it, but it has a unique taste. And I want to experiment with it in my brews. Get me some shimmerweed from Frostmane seers, or swipe it from the troll shimmerweed baskets.
I have to admit, those Thunder Brews make some good drinks. But they need to learn that theirs isn't the only decent brew. Maybe you can help me teach them that lesson. Here, take this barrel of Barley Brew Scalder. Sneak into the basement of the Thunder Brew distillery in Caranos and switch it with one of their barrels of Thunder Ale. Then we'll see how their patrons like my brew over theirs. And if the barrels are guarded, then you might have to distract the guard.
Fill your tankard and pull up a chair. We've stories to tell and kegs to empty.
Keep your feet on the ground! Great to meet you.
For me, you're a true hero, adventurer.
What's on your mind?
Not bad, adventurer. Did you have a hard time getting past their guard? No matter. Many thanks. And if you're ever in need of stout with a kick, don't forget the barley brews.
It's too far away.